going on? How you
Oh,
guys?
hello.
What's up, baby?
Hello, everybody.
How you guys doing? What's the haps?
What's going on? Is everybody still recovering from Thanksgiving or what?
Hopefully, everybody is well. We are here. We are live. We are B23.
And
Uh,
the women on here is
I don't know.
D23.
I don't know what this
It's a new
fake,
movement. It's a new movement.
this fake little wannabe
It's not. It's not.
B23.
It's not. It's something that stands for something, and we'll see if Ropi explains it.
Call it what you want. It's a copycat.
It's not. It's not. It really isn't. But so we're gonna have our haters, and we're getting ready for that.
Sergio said, "What's up, everyone? What's up, brother?" Ty602 said, "Call, pew pew." He says, Sergio Burke 23. Ro P is in the house. Said, Buenas noches, Chronicles familia. I hope everyone had a great and blessed Thanksgiving. Hi, Cricket and Jovan. What's up? How you doing?
Hello. I did have a great Thanksgiving. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving, Ropi. I hope everybody did as well. Even if your circle is super small, just as long as I hope you were with somebody that you're thankful for.
Yep, for sure, for sure.
But yeah, I had a good one for sure.
Sergio said, What's up, Ty? B23 controla todo. Wacha. He said,
Oh,
Hey, P. Ro P said, Hey, Sergio B23. That's right. How are the kiddos doing? Sergio said they're cool with their mom. Ty602 said YouTube Yarda is ours. Just kidding. It's the odd. Ty602 said Rope Pete respect. Homie. Let's all remember. Rope Pete is a home girl,
mm-hmm.
not a homie. Or is that like Latinx?
No.
Mark Gonzaga said, What's happening, Chronicle family? Hope everyone is doing well.
Yes, for sure.
Sergio said, see what white fence, see that white fence? Rope P is B23 all day, every day. Better get on board or get ran over.
No,
So,
she's not. She was just saying hello to B23ers because, you know, that's what you guys claim to be. So she's not saying she was part of, we have our own thing going on. So,
whatever.
yeah.
Sergio said, What's up, Mark? Just chilling, Sergio said. Mark, that's cool. Mark said, Sergio, how you doing? Sergio said, Mark. Maruka said, Rope P, tell him about D23s. No se
Yeah.
Ropi said, No seas mentiroso, Sergio. Did you miss the laughing emoji? You fellas are funny.
Ah,
Love my D23 girl.
oh,
Ty
there you
6,
go.
I feel estrogen brewing due to D23, said Ty.
You better get ready for it. It's here. It's coming.
Ropi said, It's been brewing. Just decided to start showing up.
There you go.
Watch out, AC Lopez. What's up, SC? Said, Man, been a long time. Q Cricket and Miss Whitefin. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Hello.
Hopefully you are well. Ropi said you want to talk about wannabe, right?
Okay. Get it, Ropi. Get it.
Telling you, Maruka's a wannabe for real, Ropi. I get what you're saying. I get it.
No, that's not what she's talking about. Don't try to turn it. Don't do that.
I understand what you're saying. I got you.
No, don't do that. There's no blinking, looking like something's wrong with you. Don't do that.
Sergio said I was with me, myself, and I. It was a shit show of a get together.
So my nephew said that he had fun at his party. So to tell Theo Mango he had fun and thank you.
All right. Tell him I said it's welcome.
He can't say manual, so he says mango. I don't know where that came from, but yeah.
Tell him I said he's
Look at
welcome.
Papa. Look, he's right here. Hi. He said you're welcome.
Hey, you like it? Huh?
I got money. He said he got money. So
Oh,
happy.
did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Save it, because when I get there, you can give it to me.
Don't do that.
I could do that.
No, you can't.
You want to talk? Sergio said I was with me, myself, and I. It was a shit show of a get together.
Hey, sometimes if that's what you have, that's what you have.
Right.
I remember one time my parents had to go to Vegas for my brother's football tournament. And I think my brother, he was busy that day or had to work or something. And then my other sister, she was sick. So it was like, I don't know how it was possible that everybody, like out of us 5 kids, like we just, my parents were gone or doing something. And me and Mijo, we went to go eat at Village Inn for Thanksgiving. And we had pie and stuff, and we were just like, oh, this is just the saddest little thing. But then we were like, no, it's not. Like, we're healthy, we're alive, we're here. And that's what really mattered, But yeah, there was one Thanksgiving that I brought it in at Village Inn.
I like Village Inn.
Yeah, it's all right.
5602 said, my apologies. What's up? How you doing? Carlos Zamora said, what's happening? Saludos to this B23 and D23 movement. LOL.
Yeah.
Father, my daughter is expecting a possible July baby. He said,
Oh, cute, July.
Macha.
Oh, my baby was born in July. It's going to be cute.
Congrats, bro. Sergio said, congratulations, CMZ. Juan Romero is in the house. Órale, Burke Radio in your casa, spreading positivity across the airwaves. Ese cricket taking dedications toda la noche. Exactly. That's what I do.
Okay.
Juan Romero says, so what's this fake thing going around? B23 is the only real thing out there.
Oh, there's no fakeness. It's not fake. It's for real. It's the real deal. It's just it's an old clica from back in the day. Is that how you say it? Click. That's how you say it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just an older one, but it came back up. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, burr. I guess call it what you want. The good thing is, like, what do they say? The copying is the form of flattery or some madre like that.
Oh no, none of that. None of that happened here. What are you doing?
Your son is texting me. He is hungry, but there's fucking all that food right there that we just it's all the ¿cómo se llama?
Leftovers?
Yeah.
He's probably tired of leftovers, so
He hasn't had any. It was yesterday was Thanksgiving. Or what day was today?
today's Saturday.
Damn, I don't know. Anyway, let me get these. Watcha, thank you, brother Italiano. 559 through $10. Said I send mine, guys. Gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Angel. Damien De Leon, what's up, brother? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Orlando Cervantes, what up, everyone? Much love, Mrs. Cricket and Cricket, everyone in the chat. What's up, brother? Appreciate that.
Hello.
Right back at you, brother. And Damien De Leon said, what's good, gente? How's everyone doing out there in YouTube land? What's up, brother? How you doing?
We are just chilling, minding our business,
Yeah.
doing us, getting ready for next month.
Christmas
We'll
now.
keep it going.
It's
Yeah.
Christmas time. Hard Life Tony said, sup, folks? Big Mango. Still,
Big mango. Uh,
William, Sergio said, Big Muffin. William Villalobos said, what's up? Cricket, Kipaho, brother. How you doing? Ty 602 said, and people were working that day. What day? Thanksgiving?
yeah.
Yeah. I had to go. I went. I was like a little bit of back and forth. Sergio said I had Little Caesars pizza and found hair in my crazy bread.
Oh my gosh.
That's kind of like
Bro.
it's like ain't that good luck, bro? It's like finding the little skeleton guy in the pond in the
Ew,
Mexican.
no, it's not. Don't try to. Don't do that. And it's not the skeleton in the bread, it's the baby in the bread. You know that.
Whatever it is.
Act like you don't know.
You're so stupid. Ropi said, don't feel threatened, fellas. We D23 are just as cool and positive as you B23.
There you go. There you go. See? Tell him, OP.
Italiano, thank you, brother. Ropi said, congratulations, CMZ. Yep. Italiano said, Ty 602. Give him the handshake. Juan said, shut it down. Is it quick or it will spread like COVID? Ty 602 said, so you chicas are just older?
No. No. We're not older. We're, you know, if you guys can be 23, we could be 23 too.
But what's the D?
That's
Disaster.
no, it's not disaster. It's not disaster. It's something sacred. It's like a secret society thing. You can't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Krusty said, Orale B23. Watch out, bro. What's up? Sergio said, Ty LOL. Porqueño said, how's everyone? Peace. Italiano said, Crust, what up, OG? Sergio said, what's up, Krusty? Ty 602 said, Krusty. Italiano said, Burqueño. Geronimo said, Chronicleros. What's up, bro? How you doing? Geronimo is in the house. Italiano, sup, brother, said the crusted joint. CMZ said, thank you, bro P. Ty 602 said, Geronimo. Krusty says, Sergio, orale. Burqueño said, Italiano, shaking hands. William Villalobos said, I heard youngsters are saying it back in Phoenix. Saying what? Don't say that. Say, what are they saying, bro? Christy said, Ty 602, I see you, brother. Sergio said, Burqueño, what's up, bro? Ty 602 said, extra flavor.
Ew, the hair?
Oh, yeah, that's what he's talking about. True. Orale Geronimo said, Sergio. Damien De Leon said, I'm good cleaning and shutting down the kitchen, but people keep coming in and sitting down. Bakers. Burqueño said, Sergio, nada, another day, hombre. Ty 602 said that's an opinion. B23 is worldwide.
I don't know about worldwide. I don't know about all that.
Pretty close.
I don't know.
Pretty close. We even got what's homie's name in ¿cómo se llama?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Vicky. Where's Vicky? See? Worldwide.
Oh, God.
Damien DeLone said, no one better, not better, and B, no babies on my bread, LOL. Better not be no babies, right? I said skeleton, and she went to babies.
Well, it's the baby Jesus that's in the bread.
Is that what that's supposed to be?
Yeah, and whoever finds the baby Jesus, I guess, has to host a dinner or I don't know. I don't know how that works. When we went to your family's, that was like the first time I ever did that.
Don't do that.
It was when your mom did that. That was the first time I ever did that in my life.
Was it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't me. You've never heard of me saying something like that or doing that.
Rope said, Ty, yes, exactly like you older fellas wanna be 23s.
Oh, well, we are. We are.
Juan Romero said, it's a form of flattery, I said, but it won't last.
Okay. Oh, I do want to hello?
Yeah?
Oh, I accidentally hit the button. I thought I logged out.
Oh,
I do want to say something. I did meet somebody here from YouTube the other day. Really nice guy, super cool. And hopefully the gifts that we buy for we're going to buy some gifts for the foster kids for their drive. I haven't heard back from the people at the Homeless Youth Connection, so I'm just going to go with, the kids, the foster kids where we deliver the backpacks to, and they have like a wish list of things that they want and need, and then the foster kids come and they pick out their toys, and then, you know, so somebody here from YouTube will be going with me, and we will keep you guys updated on that.
yeah, first.
Yeah.
Ty 602 said, Rope Pete, we really look 23 though.
You really don't, though.
He's such a hater. Krusty said, Burqueño. Ty 602 said, crusty down respect. B23, LOL. And then he said, pew pew.
I was like, shut it down.
How you guys doing for real though? Hopefully, anybody got any good Thanksgiving things, like anything that like real good out of the norm that happened uh, for you? I can't think. I know. So I don't know. What do we usually do on Thanksgiving, babe? Since I've been out, have we just done it here? Yeah, right.
Yeah, just good. I think one year we had uh I invited all the housekeepers over to the house and we had Thanksgiving dinner and
That's
then we, just listened to music and drank and talked and hung out. And then I think the year after that we did it at the actual hotel and invited some of the housekeepers again.
right.
And then we did it at the house again. Remember, even like the manager came over, everybody like came over.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had some just with ourselves. But yeah, I think as the years went on, we started, we met friends and inviting people over and doing things like that. I think the first couple of years it was just us, and
Yeah.
that was it. We had a little Thanksgiving, but it was okay.
Well, I know my tia came in town um, to do it with us. Her and her husband. Her kids have gotten to the age where they're married with kids, basically, and so they're doing their own thing. So my tia was gonna be. Um, it was just her and her husband. So they came. They don't live very far from where I'm at. So they drove in town, and it was cool, man. It was a trip. My tia's always been the holiday spirit type. She's really what do you call it, babe? Real high, like ¿cómo se dice? High
She's like
strung.
she just has like high energy. She talks a lot. I mean, she's the most sweetest, nicest person you'll ever meet. She does talk a lot though. But I mean, it's not a bad thing.
No, no,
Um,
no. She,
my brother is there, and I told him, "Did you meet Manuel's aunt?" He's like, "Oh yeah, she's like the nicest, like coolest lady you'll ever meet." He's like she's so nice. He's like, I've never met anybody in my life though that talks so much. He goes, I know her whole life story, and I'm like, oh my god. And he's like, but no, she's really nice and sweet. She's great. And
yeah,
I'm just like, oh okay, yeah.
yeah. She'll tell you. She does. She goes into all kinds of stuff. But growing up, she was always there for me. Um, Obviously, she had her own life going on, so it was different. But yeah, she's a trip, man. She always tried to be there for me. At one point, her and my mom didn't talk for a while because of some shit that happened with me. But and she tried to back me up basically. Um, but yeah, she's cool. So anyway, she came into town. We had a good Thanksgiving. You know, just here eating, bullshitting, doing all that, and but obviously, Giovanna and I were. Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. What the hell's going on? Giovanna and I were apart, so that was. It's always tough for holiday stuff because you know you expect to be with your ruca and stuff. You know what I mean? And and I know we're doing it for a good reason, so it doesn't.
I think this time it's okay. It's not as bad. Like I hate being apart from you, but I'd rather be apart from you because I know that something good is going to come out of this. It's not like we're apart because you're locked up again or something. It's because um something great is going to come out of this in the end. So
Yeah,
we just have to be patient and like I said, I do miss the heck out of you. I wish I was there. But it's sacrifices. It's something that we have to do to get this going. So
and the good thing, like I said, is I'll be there for Christmas, which is the real. Uh, that's the time that I really enjoy Christmas. I like Christmas a lot, so doing that is always feed me to go home and do it there. Um, I don't think I don't think we missed a Christmas at home, or maybe the first year we didn't go home. I don't know.
yeah, I think it was the first year.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The first year we did not go home, but everyone after that we have. I'm pretty sure, and it's been cool. It's cool, man. I like it. So anyway, we're just talking like this because trying to figure out, just see if anybody else has any stories, anything that's different. Um, Obviously, uh, I hadn't have had Thanksgiving or Christmas on the streets since like 1991 or 92 until I got out in 2015. So so it's cool. It's fun to have it because I've always, in there you daydream that about that shit. You watch them shows and all that. And you try to, in your mind you put yourself in those positions and think about all of that and it's just pretty, it's feeding me to do that.
But I think when you got out, you did get everything you expected out of it, like stuff that you would dream of or hear about on the phone. You got out and it was exactly that. So, I mean, that's a good thing. It just wasn't some type of dream you were having.
Mm, yeah, but it's so it was cool. I do enjoy the holidays, and I'll be there. I hope this has to be the year. I mean, it's gonna be. There's no way it can't be where the nonprofit comes through, and hopefully I move back home, and we get to do get to do all that um, from there. You know what I'm saying? Uh, really looking forward to it, and hoping that it all starts happening real soon, sooner rather than later. You know what I mean? Been waiting long enough, man. Let me get to some of these comments, and then we'll see if anybody has any cool holiday stuff they want to rap about. Burqueño said, Stone, Geronimo said, Sergio Velasquez, a toda madre, hermano. Ty 602 said, rumor has it, Fence can't cook.
I can't. Some things I can. Like the turkey, I learned how to cook a ham and all that other stuff because I was away from home on Thanksgiving, so my mom would guide me through the phone. But yeah, a lot of things that I don't know how. I try, but I don't know how. So, but that's
Yeah,
the rumor though, huh?
that's,
Okay. That's the word on the street.
that's what he said.
That's what he said. Okay, Ty.
uh, I don't know. Shit, I think shit like that, you can do a turkey and stuff, huh, babe?
Yeah, I've done it before.
Geronimo said, Ty, be cool and stay groovy. Juan Romero says she's a hoot like Vince. My tia, yeah. She is that. Geronimo said, Damien de Leon, I remember those last minute diners. Nunca falta, hermano. Right? Ty,
What's wrong? You're like a little off tonight. It's
it's because I'm
really
watching what's happening down there. You don't see all that?
no.
The people are getting hidden and timed out, and I'm trying to figure out why. It was in the middle of me trying to talk about something. I lose concentration while I'm trying to look down there and figure out what it is.
Yeah, I know, because you look really lost and slow.
Man, EJG, what's up, brother? EJG is in the house. We early enough, fool? Geronimo said, Damien de Leon, I remember those last minute diners. Nunca falta, hermano. Ty 602 says, sounds like a hoot. Here it is. Ro P said, Ty, only to yourselves, and that's okay, but you can only do that for so long, unlike us beauties that have the dyes and all that glamour paint. We can look 23 for a long time, she said.
Get that, Ropey. Get that. You show that. See? Get that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Damien de Leon said, your tia is very festive, full of life. Yeah, that she is. M Star Media said, hola. Ty 602 said, Jovan, that D23 defector, she said. He said,
No, it's not. It's not.
Juan Romero said, B23s are like a fine wine. We only get better with age and we stay looking young and firme.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
True, bro. It's true. They don't want to admit it, bro.
I
They
just
don't
don't know
want to
about
admit it.
that.
But look at the proof. I mean,
Please don't put that, man. Can I go one night without looking at that?
no, I don't care what you say. Look at it. Same
I'm not
thing.
looking. I closed my eyes. I'm not
You
looking.
already looked.
No, I
You,
didn't.
you can't keep from looking.
I'm closing my eyes. Is it gone?
Nope.
On
Mad Max
favorite.
came in with some eyes. What's up? Right, Juan, I agree, said Ty 602. M Star Media said Max, baby. Okay. M Star Media said kisses. Frank Oliva said, what's up, homie? ¿Qué pajo? Well, I guess that's what that was being blocked out. Dano said, hey, from Denmark, tuning in again. Just finished my stint. That's why I've been gone. Salute. What's up, Dano? How
Okay.
you doing? From Denmark, huh? Hopefully you're doing well, brother, after that, and you can assimilate and acclimate to the streets again and forget all that bullshit, man, and just live a wonderful life. Man, it's so nice out here. It's crazy, man. I don't know how we ever decide. Oh, I know how. We're stupid kids when it happens, but to choose going in and out of jail and going through all that drama over all this is that's like the definition of insanity. It's crazy, man. But again, I mean, there's actual studies uh, from scientists that I think they say that an adolescent's brain isn't even fully formed until they're mid 20s, and knowing that there just should not be the type of sentences for juveniles that are out there. It's crazy. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be held accountable and that there isn't consequences for actions, but I think that we also know that change is absolutely possible, and not just possible, probable when it comes to a kid. And so a lot of that lock them up and throw away the key shit is, uh, I just can't agree with it. Not when it comes to kids like that, because there's too much evidence out there that kids are just it's the immaturity. It's crazy, but you know, on top of that, they obviously need to, you know, they need that guidance, and hopefully, I mean, the courts aren't going to do it. They're not going to give them less time. All this that's just wishful thinking and thoughts. But we can definitely guide them, with the way we're going to do it. So hopefully, I just can't wait for the nonprofit to at least try and start. Rope, he said, we filled up backpacks for the homeless. We like to show and encourage our kids to be thankful for what you have and to give back. That's cool.
Mm, absolutely.
Yep, yep. Ty 602 said, Denmark B23 right there. Respect, homie. You will. Sergio said, white fence can microwave a mean hot pocket.
What? I
EJ,
can.
EJG said, yo, homie. What's up, fool? How you
Oh,
doing, brother? Hey, what's up, EJG? Said Sergio. Ty 602 said, EJG in the casa. CA said, Mexican home food, right? I bought, so I didn't even tell you this, babe. I bought a can of menudo too for after
ew.
Thanksgiving for like the next morning. Ain't nobody else gonna make it out here where fucking butt fuck Egypt that I'm at. So I bought the can. We didn't make it yet because it's for the next morning after Thanksgiving, but we never ate it. It's still in there. That big ass can.
Who eats menudo after Thanksgiving? That's not what you eat after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, in the morning.
No, it's not. You eat that for New Year's.
But it's left over from Thanksgiving too.
You're, not supposed to have menudo for Thanksgiving.
We always did.
Who's we? We didn't.
Well, our family, when I was a kid, my
Okay.
abuelita and them.
Oh, okay. That was your side of the family. That explains it. Okay.
Fuck you.
All right.
You're so
Yeah.
stupid.
Okay.
You be hating, man.
Woo.
D23 be hating, said Ty 602. See? Already right there. EJG said, great time for me, fellas. Hope y'all had a great holiday. I really did. I mean, it sucks to be away from my ruca. That puts a damper on it. But just being on the streets on the holidays, bro, is, I don't know. It's hard to explain. You know what I mean? Not being in my cell waiting for my holiday tray to be delivered through the trap. You know what I mean? Hoping that they do pecan pie. And yeah, it's cool, man.
Now you can have all the pies you want, babe.
Thank you. And I
Mm-hmm.
bought a rib. Ty 602 says she lying. LOL.
I'm lying. Who's lying?
This Put the three monkeys. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Juan Romero said the proof is there. Fence, same thing as the picture. Yeah.
Okay, Juan. Well, we're not going to do that picture thing again, okay? I don't want to see that for a while.
El Profe Loco is in the house. He said, Cubo, gente. What's up, brother?
Oh, hello.
Francisco VP said, Cubo Big 2-3 and Hater J in the Chronicles Familia. What's up, Francisco? How you doing, brother?
Oh, wow. Hey, Jay. That's how we're feeling tonight.
Cubo. Pulqueño said, shoot, my wife is extremely jealous of my porcelain-like skin.
Oh, wow.
Mine too,
I don't
bro.
think she is. She's probably not jealous.
Ty 602 said, we're just blessed with young-looking genetics.
Oh,
Hater.
another one. Oh, my God. Here we go.
Yep. EJG said, Sergio and Ty Cubo, fellas. CA put the key, the anchor, fire, and 100. Orale.
Okay.
Gonzaga said, Hot Pocket, LOL, Sergio. El Profe Loco said, Happy Thanksgiving, Grillo, y White Fence, y Mijo. Yeah, my boy.
Oh, thank you.
It was cool. Sergio said, Cubo Francisco, Orale, Profe. Ty 602 said, Dano Burke, that's worldwide, Fence.
World one.
Atusa 520 is in the house. He said, Orale, Craigs, Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours and to everyone in the chat.
Oh, wait. Francisco, is your mom okay?
He said right here, my jefita is still on the ventilator and has a blood infection from being sick for so long. Wish it was me and not her.
Oh, my gosh.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry to hear that.
Especially right now around this time, you know?
Is it so sepsis, bro? Like I had? Hopefully, hopefully it's all caught early enough and okay. Ty 602 said, Burke 23.
Ugh, I hate that for you, Francisco. I really do. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for real. CA put the hang loose sign. Sergio said, La Tusa Cubo. Albert Maldonado said, Prayers, Francisco. La Tusa 520 said, Órale, Serge. Juan Romero said, I spent Thanksgiving with my jefita that I take care of. I had to work, but my tia made us Thanksgiving dinner. So when I got home, we had our dinner, and after we had a couple pies with whipped cream. Watch out.
Okay. Sweet.
So for you, I want to know something.
What are you doing?
You telling me that these two things ain't the same shit?
No, they're not the same thing.
It is the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
They
Taste it.
taste.
You're
They
right
taste
there.
they taste identical.
It does not taste the same thing. And why do you have both things? Why do you have both of them?
Because my tia brought this and I bought the other one, the one that bought the can, the thing. I bought this one.
Yeah, that's the one you're supposed to use. God, that's a big one.
Well, that's the one you like always buy. So you showed me this, so I get it. But then my tia showed up with this, and this is the same. It's the same thing.
It tastes different. Yeah, I don't know how you can't tell.
I can't. Anyway, Rope Pete said, "Hold on, Ty. We're not hating. We love you, fellas, but we want to feel special too." Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you guys are special.
we are. We are special.
We just look like we're 23.
Oh, Lord
Ty
Jesus.
602 said, "Fence can work a microwave. Respect."
Oh, I actually,
C8.
I've burned something in the microwave before on accident, but accident.
I burnt the stuffing the other day when I did it,
Oh, it tastes horrible when it's burnt.
but it's just the bottom layer, so I just like grabbed all the top layer. I don't. Stuffing tastes horrible regardless, so it didn't change anything.
Wow. Did you guys
C8.
watch the parade?
No, I don't think so. Parade. No, I don't. No,
It's the Thanksgiving Macy's parade.
no, I didn't watch that.
All right.
C8 put the hang loose, the 100 in the fire. Burqueño said, Francisco, I'm sorry, bro. He said, prayers. I'm sorry, bro. EJG said, damn, menudo sounds good. See? Yeah.
Not the one in the can, though.
Well,
Ugh.
it's, I mean, if that's all you got, that's all you got.
Then I'd rather not.
And the one it don't taste that bad.
It does.
Albert Maldonado said, I have turkey with tortillas. LOL. Me too. I bought
No, you
tortillas.
didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I bought
No,
the.
you didn't.
Why
Stop.
not?
You're
That's
supposed to
the
buy
best.
rolls.
I got those little Hawaiian things they like, but I don't like those.
Uh, Biscuits or something. Tortillas, really?
That's good.
Okay.
Yes. Turkey with gravy on the tortilla. Not gravy. Ugh. I mean, cranberry sauce.
That's that first generation, you guys. That's that first generation.
So stupid. C8 said menudo every weekend. Man, that'd be nice. I wish. Ty 602 said, Road Pete gotta get jumped in just like the rest of us. LOL. You stupid.
Yeah.
Oh man, what the heck? Hold on. Trying to heavy whipped cream. Yeah, pretty much the same thing.
What?
Road Pete sent me the ingredients to whipped cream and Cool Whip. The differences.
It's different, all right.
It tastes the same. Juan Romero said we had your favorite cricket pumpkin pie with a lot of whipped cream. Hey, you should have seen. I put the whipped cream on. My tia started tripping. I had like this piece, and then the whole fucking plate was just covered in the whipped cream because it was this thing, and it like squirted everywhere. But I was happy.
Nasty.
Francisco VP said, "Bro, remember she doesn't celebrate our Mexican American culture tradition." I know.
I do. I do. I do.
You
I'm
didn't
all
get
up in that. All up
you
in
didn't,
that.
you didn't get the menudo the next morning.
Oh, that I don't. That's you guys. That's your, yeah, I don't do that.
Burqueño said, munching on a pumpkin pie right now. Ropi said, Francisco, so sorry to hear about your jefita. My prayers to you and the family.
Yeah, poor her.
CA said, lighter shade of brown. He put the little brown dot, brown heart, fire 100, hang loose. See that? I'm getting good at these emojis, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Juan Romero said, Fence, we still get carded at the store. I would card cricket if I worked at the store. Just saying. I get carded all the
Pardon
time.
for what? Senior citizenship? I mean, for what?
Such a hater. CA said prayers. I'm sure that's for Francisco, bro. He put
Yeah.
prayers. Ty 602 said Denmark a B23. Respect. Francisco VP said, yeah, bro, they're trying even blood transfusion. Really?
Oh.
Damn. Francisco said, thank you, everyone, for your prayers. Juan Romero said, prayers for your mom, Francisco. Krusty said, prayers for your mom, Francisco, also. Ty 602 said, Francisco, B23, respect. Yeah, Juan Romero said, same thing, different container. Yeah, that's what I say.
Okay, it's not, but whatever.
Ty 602 said, I can get high off one. No, two. Off one what? Or two what?
Is he
Pieces of
talking
pie?
about that can?
I know you ain't talking about the whipped cream, bro. Krusty said 80s for an hour or so, then anything when I go live. Oh, okay. That's what you're gonna do? 80s?
Oh, okay.
Cool, cool. Lady in red.
Oh, God.
Ty 602 said, whip it, cortate la way. AP said, oh, snaps, I'm late. Saludos, everyone. What's up, AP?
Okay, here's AP.
It's
Here's
only
trouble.
we're only 47 minutes in, bro. We found out the girls are starting their own clica.
You missed a lot, AP. You missed a lot.
Ty 602 said, what up, AP? CA said, no worries, 100, brown dot, anchor, key, falling star, vato with gafas, a little bear, something, I don't know that one. A smile and a dog. See? Wish I knew what the fuck all that meant, but I got it. Ty 602 said, hit that, LOL. You're stupid, fool. He's still talking about the fucking whipped cream. That shit loco. Row P says, sorry, Francisco, dumb autocorrect. CA said pozole right now. I don't like pozole so much, bro. It's okay, but compared to menudo, I'd rather tear up menudo, bro. Ty 602 said, for being a Burqueño 23.
Oh, hit it for that. That's funny.
Word is out. Nitrous, homie. Ty 602.
Oh,
Bro,
my God.
you're
Hi.
I think you're a little obsessed with it. I just like to eat fucking whipped cream, bro. I'm good on all the rest.
At least he gets the like whole use of the can, right? That he bought. I mean, he did
No,
buy it, so I mean, at least
that shit'll destroy your brain, brother.
you know.
Krusty said AP. Burqueño said they got their own clica, but not a strong clica.
We're
What?
we're silent. We're like the silent majority, you know. There's a lot more out there quietly.
What's the D stand for? Come on. What
You don't
is it?
need to know. You don't need to know right now.
You really ain't gonna tell me?
Maybe later. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know.
You guys, I can't do that.
Oh, did you, baby? Thank you. I love you too.
Sorry. I went and got the pumpkin pie.
Oh my God.
Hey, Pise, what clique? I bet they won't even hold down a Dollar General down when the end times come. But the B23 clique is magnanimous and we'll let them run the bakery.
Oh my God. All that? Not even Dollar General? Wow. Oh, wow.
That's funny.
Okay, that's what we're doing.
Said D23 gonna get shut down.
Not anytime soon, Ty. Not anytime soon.
Trusted saludos. Menudo tomorrow, said CA. Orale.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
I might have to open my can tomorrow too, bro. Ropey said, Ty, Denmark didn't even mention B23. He just said hello. Not worldwide yet, bro. He
Roku
didn't.
came in today. She came in. She showed up.
And
She's showing down.
he
Get it,
really did.
Ropey.
He never mentioned. He really did just come in and say what's up. And we just throwing it all on him. Ty 602 said had friends that allegedly took a few tanks from a dentist. Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Ese porqueño said AP laughing. Oh man, that's funny.
That's nice.
So what's been happening? Anything? Ain't nothing going on or no?
Something
Any
was
good?
fun for me.
What happened? What's up?
I met somebody from YouTube on here. It was fun. It was a surprise. It was great. I was really, really happy.
You gonna talk about it?
Talk about it. How do you say it?
Get a.
I don't know if I want to talk about it or whatever because I don't know if that person's okay with it. So I'm just gonna say that I did meet somebody from YouTube. Super cool, super great guy. And yeah, I'm really thankful. Oh, and I did want to make a little announcement. Tony, the Heart Life Church of Tony's,
Yeah.
they all got together and they're donating to the Christmas fund.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they are.
Ooh.
And I know Francisco VP, he donated. That came through. And so we're just waiting on a couple of other ends and so it's coming, it's getting together. And I can't wait. So
Yeah. Yep. So far, things are
oh,
looking.
since Purka is in here, did you get maybe like a list of those kids that you know of maybe things they want or need or like or um I know you said they were in a shelter, right? Were
Yeah,
they in a
I
shelter?
believe they are. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think we're just gonna have to figure out all the logistics on most of these. We have another one, another family out of Texas. Uh,
It was from Texas.
yes.
It was
So
from Texas. Okay, I thought he was here in Arizona, but it is from Texas.
yeah,
It is somebody that we um all of us on here know of, but we're gonna.
yeah. We got an email
Yeah.
yesterday. Somebody that explained a situation with some kids and stuff, and so um, that's another one that we're gonna include in all of this. At the end, everybody will know and we'll do all this. We just have to figure out the logistics because I really want to see. I would really like to get those that can, have a Christmas tree. I'd like to get it to them as soon as possible, so that it's not just like the last couple, um, weeks or the last week or something. So we got to
Right.
figure out some of these logistics and start figuring that
If,
part
if
out.
if somebody needs a Christmas tree, we need to get on that like by the end of this week because people start putting up their tree like after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and I don't want to wait until we have all the money either. I think the money will keep coming. We're still a little bit past. We're still got a little bit more than. Or no, we're about a month now until Christmas. But I'm sure. So far we have the anonymous
Mhm.
one. Uh, so okay, and then we have the one from Francisco. Um, Fernando had also pledged, and he said he would do that around the first. So that's already three. Um, and then we have Sergio, uh, the homeboy Danny, Burqueño, Farmero. Um, uh, there was someone else. Um, Farmero. Um, trying to think of the homie that. Uh, Italiano. Uh,
Mhm.
so there's been quite a few, and so we're pretty good. We're pretty good for what we got now, and probably can get a couple more. So we'll get those together, and and then we're gonna do what we can. But we need to figure out who can get, because I don't know if the kids, the ones that are in that shelter, can get a Christmas tree or not. Um, Homie said I think he just take. I'll text Cricket their ages and the other stuff sometime this week, said Burqueño.
Perfect.
So that's that's gonna be the New Mexico one. The ones from Texas, we'll try to figure out that one. And then we still gotta go with Krusty. We have one in Phoenix, right? So far. That'd
Yeah.
be perfect. If we can get one from like each state around us, that might just be enough. And then
And then we're still donating to the Arizona Helping Hands for foster kids.
yeah. Yeah, there was that one too.
And the foster kids come in and they pick, kind of like going shopping, like they pick their toys. They
Yeah,
make
we
a
can't
wish
wrap them.
list.
They
Yeah,
don't
we
want to
can't we
wrap.
can't wrap them. We could just put a little bow on it, but they put it out all on the table and then they go look for, they say, "Okay, well you get 3 toys, go pick," and then they find their toy that they wanted, or I don't know, I'm just guessing that's how they do it, but it can't be wrapped. Um, but it is in some form that way where they come in and they like kind of shop around.
Yeah.
And it's
Um,
and it's like a big the Santa sleigh and they say like fill it up. That's what they're doing.
yeah.
And again, it's for the Arizona Helping Hands where we donated the backpacks to. So for
Um,
foster kids.
so Francisco said he's cool with it.
Cool with what?
He said you weren't sure if he was cool with it.
Oh, okay. So I had the pleasure and the honor of meeting Francisco VP, and it was it was really funny. He came to my work, and I'm just sitting there doing nothing. And I'm talking to a coworker, and we're just chatting it up, laughing, and he comes in and he's asking me questions about the music programs that we have there for the students. And I was a little thrown off for a second because he came in and he's like, oh, how much does it cost for this and that? And I'm like, oh yeah, it costs this much. And I'm just like talking and I'm thinking he's somebody, wanting to enroll his kid or something. And then he said, do you get a lot of haters in here? And I was like, like I was just so thrown off. And he's like, yeah, do you get like a lot of haters in here, like Hater J? And I was like, oh my God, what? Like my heart fell for a second. Because I was like, how do you know me? I was like, I've heard that before. And so it was really funny though, because then he told me who it was. And I was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry, Francisco, if I invaded your space, but like I like got up and went and like gave him a big ol' hug, like, oh my God, hi. That's just how I am. So um but it was a funny, cool experience all at once. So thank you for that. My heart stopped for a second, but it was good.
So yeah, that was cool. Francisco said D is for delirious because she's deliriously in love with you, bro. Big 2-3 in the house.
Okay, well, I don't know about delirious. So
Then AP said D is for dumb. Here we
oh
go.
my God, dumb. Why I gotta be all that?
EJG's just sent $100 to the Christmas fund.
Oh,
Cool.
thank you.
Appreciate you, brother. Geronimo said, after seriously long and arduous journey, my niece finally found her way to rehab. Fentanyl kicked her ass, and I'm grateful she's alive.
Oh, perfect.
Good, bro.
That's
EJG
good.
said, Cricket, I'll send money through. I seen it, bro. It came through.
Oh,
Appreciate
thank you for that. And thank you for everybody who has donated. Thank you for everybody who is just here with us in spirit and for supporting us day after day after day. And um, again, just another year of doing this. You know, I appreciate it all.
Yeah, for real. C8 put 100 with a little monkey. Geronimo put the cash app. Thank you, brother. Geronimo put the Gmail. That man, Sergio said, hey, that's great news, Geronimo, said Sergio. Bro Pete came in guns blazing today, said Sergio.
She did. She said, pew, pew. All you haters, pew, pew.
Porqueño said, yeah, I'll text Cricket their ages and the other stuff sometime this week. Yeah,
Perfect.
to be honest, I think the logistics aren't gonna. I mean, I think the best way for we'll figure it out. We'll see how we're gonna do this. I'm not sure if we should do if we should be met if we're gonna mail this stuff. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure it out exactly how to go about it, but we'll all decide, I guess. The main thing is just getting them at least the tree ASAP, and then we can take our time with the rest. Well, not too much time. We don't got much time left now. Um, but yeah, that'd be cool. Ty 602 sent a $5 super sticker. Thank you, brother.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
Your turn.
C8 with a little bunch of little feet. Ro P said, "Wow, AP, really?" I
Get him,
said,
Moki.
"Dumb
Get
Ro
him.
P. I can't believe you put you guys are dumb. I don't know, man. AP tripping." Ro P said, "Great news, Geronimo. Prayers that she will do good."
Yeah.
C8, what did he put? The little bunnies or some shit? What are those? Little peace signs? Little weird hands? Ty 602 said, I gave a beautiful white baby for adoption, Fence.
You what?
Yeah, I think he told us about that.
What happened?
We gave a baby up for adoption. We spoke about that before.
I don't remember that. But if you did, that's amazing. If you feel, somebody else definitely, especially adoptive parents, they can't have kids of their own, always wanted a baby. They have to go through hoops and hurdles and everything just to qualify, so that's amazing.
Yeah,
I
I
love
think
it.
he spoke on that before. He was young, wrong time, wrong ruka, wrong.
And that's okay. And that's okay. You were just being a good father and looking out for your child and said, you know what? Hey, somebody else can do it better right now at this time, and that baby probably came up with the best upbringing for
Yeah.
sure.
Ty 602 said Francisco will do that to a woman. Some have it, some don't. Burqueño said EJG, Francisco, and he put the little AOK sign. Ty 602 said, we ain't scared of pew pew like bang bang. EJG said, cricket, check your side. I got it. Ty 602 said, thank you, Fence. Respect, Ty, said Sergio. That's a hard decision to make. Yeah, it is. Um, it's always tough. I mean, it's not. It's obviously not something that is easy to an easy.
I look at it like that's the most beautiful thing anybody can do, because you love that baby so much, you want it to have a better life that you probably can't give them. You're not raising this child and letting that child go through with you through your struggles and things like, there's people out there on the streets that I wish would maybe give their baby to another family that can do for them, or because they just, can't, because they're either on that stuff or they just can't, or they're living in their car or something like. And I know that's probably a tough decision, but the fact that you wanted more for that little human being, and that little human being has probably had the best life so far, and it wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for you.
Yeah.
So
Francisco VP said, "Yeah, it was an awesome experience in meeting you. I'm sorry I startled you. I guess it's because I look so young. Just know I'm proud of both of you and both you and Big 23."
okay, well, I wasn't startled because of the B23. It was just because you had said the hater J part. But yeah, it was a great experience. Like, you caught me off guard. That was great, Francisco.
Yeah,
I'm
Francisco,
glad to say that we're friends for
she
sure.
probably thought you were a kid trying to get lessons, Francisco.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, that's. I was like, hey, I need to really.
What?
You got that all over you.
I didn't. It's right there.
Babe, cut a slice and put it on a plate like a normal human being.
It comes with a plate. See?
No home training, guys. No home training. This
This
guy.
is gonna be so good.
Oh my goodness.
So anyway, yeah. Thai 602 says selfless. Burkini said adoption on both sides is probably one of the most selfless things a person can do.
Mm.
AP said your lucky VP is cool and didn't tell your job about your befuddled origins. Real Burqueño right there.
Okay, well, no. And we were talking about that. I didn't have my paperwork on me at the time because I was going to show him, but he caught me off guard. And
Mm.
so I couldn't pull stuff up, and the Wi-Fi acts up where I work, so I couldn't really show him, my stuff, how I'm sixth generation and all. But next time, okay? Next time.
Mm-hmm. Burqueño said Thai. Exactly. Ty said, "Thank you again, Joanna. I appreciate it."
Yeah.
CA put, what is that? The Arizona Sun?
Oh,
Okay. If it's not, that's what I'm going to say it is.
yeah, it has a little cactus.
Ty 602 said, straight up paisa.
Okay, well, no, not me. No, no, no. Mm-hmm.
Kenya said, then he can make sure and tell us the other half. Right?
Well, I'm not going to show him the other half. I already gave you that 8%, but I was, looking through my paperwork and I didn't have it on me. But, next time I will.
I'm going to see if this shit tastes the same. I think it's the exact same shit. I know it's different ingredients, but they just make it to taste like it.
No, it's not.
Yeah, same thing.
It's not. You know it's not.
Same shit.
Okay.
Same shit. Burqueño said, right, Francisco? And then he can make sure and tell us the other half, right, Francisco? Man, we got less than a month left till Christmas. I hope that everybody is. I know there's a lot of people that aren't going to celebrate it the way it should be celebrated. Um, a lot of people that are going to maybe not have someone in their life that they wish they did, or whatever the thing may be. But just remember, if you're watching me, then more than likely you've gone through other struggles as far as like the pinta's concerned, or you've had loved ones in the joint, and just remember that uh, it's almost I don't want to say it's not like anything is better than that, but it's fucking close. And we just have to remember we're out here. We got this life. We got, people that care about us or that we care about. And we're able to actually physically um, show our thanks, give our praises, do the presents, do the whatever. You know what I mean? It's not just a phone call with the same bullshit of every year. Um, that was always my way of, the last 20 years. And, and, and I'm almost stuck on that now, like my jefita and stuff. I just call, you know what I mean, on holidays. And um, it's just always been that way. You know what I mean? Like holidays was just a phone call, and now holidays is actually family time. You know what I mean? And I appreciate Maruka and her family because it's obviously hers that I get to celebrate most of the time with. And I don't know why I went to talking about myself again. I want to tell everybody else that if you're going through any kind of hard time, just remember it could be worse. It has been worse. We got through it. Here we are, and we just gotta keep it moving and remember that there's people that have it worse than us. And if there's anything we can do to better other people's position, let's try to do that. Um, I sent out about 5 or 6 Thanksgiving cards, the little emails to vatos in the joint, and I sit here and think like, fuck, man, I'd hate to be in that position, and I obviously was in that position for many years, but I do remember that little things like that, you know what I'm saying, little card, little wheel, just knowing someone was thinking of you was a big thing. So if you do have a loved one torcido, let them know that you're thinking of them. If you don't, but you've been there, just remember how bad it was and make the best of what you got out here, because this life it's great. It really is. I know I'm sounding kind of corny and shit, but it's real feeding, man. It's cool to be out here. I hate to think that right now that there's kids in juvenile hall with expectations of not being home for these holidays. Um, and I get it that there's has to be consequences to actions no matter what age. But it's still tough to know that there's some kids in that position. You know what I mean? Most kids, it's just an immaturity. They don't know what they're doing, and I don't mean to say that as if that absolves them of what they do, because they do know right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's a different not knowing. Um, Hard to explain, but I wish that most judges, lawyers, cops had lived the lives that we had, and maybe they'd be more sympathetic to a lot of the things that go on in these barrios, and maybe these crazy these crazy sentences wouldn't exist. I was watching this thing, I think today, on YouTube. Um, some judge felt bad about sentencing a guy at 16 years old to 212 years for two armed robberies. Um, he and then the judge felt uh, bad for having done that and came forward whatever amount of time later to kind of support the kid getting out. Like on some, by now, like, he's not a kid anymore. He's like 43 years old. Um, and actually, the kid, I mean, when they speak about it, the kid had written throughout his time in prison, he had written like 10 books, including the biography of his mother. Um, he had received a bachelor's degree. He had done a lot, as you know, in the Pinta. He even um, he fought a legal battle after the Supreme Court ruled that juveniles could not get life. It did not pertain to him, so then he fought a case, or his his case became case law on crazy sentences like that, right? 212 years at 16, where he was able to come up for parole in 2022, right? This last year. Um, and that's when this judge stepped forward and spoke on his behalf and stuff. But to me, when I saw that, the judge, it wasn't the kid did that. You know what I mean? He fought for his life, but it went to show again, and they even mentioned it in the story. The judge, the reason she had part of a change of mind is she said that um, at the time of sentencing, she was not aware of a lot of the psychological, um, when they look into, the different things they look into with these kids and how their brains aren't developed and all that shit. And so, so she was saying how they are, kids can change and stuff. But I think that she's full of shit. I mean, I'm glad she spoke up for the kid or whatever, but that's bullshit. Um, this happened in 1997 was the sentencing, and I remember I got transferred in 1995, and those statistics were were very well known. Everybody knew that kids were still malleable. They still could change. Their brains were underdeveloped. The immaturity was there. There's a reason why you're not allowed to buy alcohol and cigarettes when you're 15, 16 years old. Um, there's a reason why you're not allowed to do a lot of things at that age. There's curfews. You're not allowed to drop out of high school. You're not allowed to, live on your own. You're not. There's a lot of things you're not allowed to do at that age, and it's the reason. There's reasons for that because you're not mature enough yet. You're not. Your brain hasn't gotten to the point where you are who you are now, and so committing crimes and stuff, these kids, to hold them accountable the way that they are, I think is an injustice. It just is. And I know that most people that are, victims' rights individuals, while they, while they are, while they should also have justice, you know what I mean? The victims, they also, uh, I get it. It's hard as if you're a victim, if someone killed your kid, it's hard for you to understand the other side of it, right? So, and we can't even ask them to, because I wouldn't know what I would do if something like that happened to my kid. Um, But that's why there should be an objective judge that decides the sentence based on statistics, the truth, what what is what life is as it is. You know what I mean? You can't make those type of decisions based on your feelings, because then everybody in based on feelings, everybody should get life or death penalty. If you were to hurt my kid, I would expect that, but I would also expect the judge to do whatever was truly justice. You know what I mean? And that's why they're there for that. And I think that the justice system has really let down the juvenile system for many, many years. Uh, on top of the fact that I think these kids have been led wrong by people in their neighborhood, by our own. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that sit here and talk about raza, or in the black communities about the big homies, or in the white community, all the way around. Everybody wants to talk about that stuff, but in the end, we're the demons of the barrio are the veteranos, because instead of teaching these kids the correct way and how to get away from all that, how to not be a part of all of that, um, they would like to look all macho. So they tell their little prison stories and they talk about how they survived this hard existence. And it's bullshit. It's just a lot of talk. But anyway, so Christmas is coming, and there's a lot of people that are going to be able to celebrate it the way we will. Um, Not that we should celebrate it any less. I'm going to have a fucking great time. But I definitely always have these kids in my thoughts, and I hope that we can bring some joy to at least a few. You know what I mean? In the meantime, until we can make it bigger and bigger and better, and touch more lives. That's what I think. What do you think, babe?
Yeah, I agree. She's so. Woo!
Yeah, I went too hard. I don't know why I kept going. It's because I saw that. I saw that. I saw that video today where that judge was trying to almost take credit for. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
I see it like, come on, man. That sentence should have never happened. There's no excuse for it. And I get that the victims would love all that. I mean, that's, yeah, of course, but that's why you need an objective player in the game that makes those type of decisions. Let
absolutely.
me see. Rope P, a selfless act of love. Much respect to you, Ty. Francisco said, "LOL, that's all you, bro." But you ain't gonna look for her other half, brother. Ty602 says, "Sorry, Fence, I turned on you real fast. LOL, appreciate advice. You two are great."
Okay.
Francisco said, "You don't need a plated or a plate." No, hell no, I don't. This thing comes with a plate.
Oh my goodness.
AP said, "Next time." Which one? You can talk. Sorry. This one? Yeah, thank you. Mm-hmm. "Next time, Wi-Fi issues caught me off guard. Simon, Giovanna Simon," said AP.
Okay, well, we do have Wi-Fi issues in that building, just saying.
Caught me off guard. Francisco said, "I will be coming immigration officer, and I'm going to know the difference between forged documents and real documents."
Okay, you'll see mine and you'll be like, oh, those are real. Those are authentic. Okay.
Ty 602 said, "Have you ever been there mentally?" Been where mentally, fool? Todd McDonald said, "Cricket checking in from Phoenix, bro. Missed you a couple nights in a row. Was locked down in the Maricopa County jail for a couple days. Had to bond out. What happened, fool?" Hopefully it ain't too crazy. It's nothing that serious, bro.
Yeah.
I hate to hear that shit, man, for real. Like, the fucking hate the place. CA, put on the gafas, the smile and the laugh. Suicidal, that feeling, said Ty 602. Oh, have I ever been there mentally? Yes, absolutely, bro. Suicidal, absolutely. Um, many times, many times. Uh, I think the first time was probably when I was 12, 13 years old in juvenile hall. At those ages, never attempted it or anything, but definitely thought of it as I got older. Um, there was times, when yeah, I would get to that place in your head where you just felt that it would be better not to be around. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was. So there was a time, obviously, when I felt I was headed to death row. Um, I had my baby boy just born. I had a ruca that was relatively new ruca, so it was all fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's when you still have those um, real tough feelings. You know what I mean? Like, um, and I had never really had a ruca while I had been locked up. So that was new to me. Most of the time when I went as a kid and throughout, I didn't really have a girl that was my like ruka per se that was waiting for me, and then we had all these plans. None of that. So Jovan was the first, and then we had our baby, and then I met it to death row. Um, and then when the real shit came, when once I was when the clique turned on me, and that happened. Now I felt, damn, I don't even have that to fall back on. Like, there's a lot of crazy thoughts. And then when they locked me down, when I went to the CCA, then I was alone over there, because over there they put me in seclusion. In CCA, they had a couple different segs, and they had one called Old Seg, and that was like the seclusion one, where they kept real high profile people and the locals. All the locals were downstairs, and the high profile was upstairs. There's no windows in those cells. Um, when I would come out, obviously it was, cuffed up and then to the cage for my rec, and nobody else would be in any of the other cages. I had to do rec alone. I was housed alone, rec alone, walk alone. Had to be a lieutenant or above every time they opened my door. So when all that was going on, it gets real. Um, you start thinking a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because you're lonely. It's real fucking lonely, eh? And you're thinking of. I knew. I still didn't know what the time frame, what I was gonna get. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was gonna basically live. I knew the death penalty was off the table now, but I was still facing life, obviously. And so you get those ideas, bro, or those thoughts, and you're like, man, fuck all this bullshit. Um, but yeah, it sucks, bro, being in those cells like that. You get those feelings, and that's what I mean. Like, with these with kids and with people, I mean, to know right now there's kids in these juvenile halls that are gonna spend Christmas in there. Like, this time of year is probably the worst time of year for prisoners as far as feelings are concerned. Everybody's playing macho. Everybody's acting like it's the same. But inside, like right now, this is probably the worst time of year for most fools. Most vatos are thinking of their kids or their rucas or their jefitas or their families or whatever it is that that it just gets intensified around this time of year, and it sucks, for sure. Uh,
It's just sad to know that kids that young are having those type of thoughts and feelings because your youth should be the most precious time of it all. Like, you shouldn't even face struggles till you're an adult,
yeah,
until you move out of your house and you get a job and you get your first car and your car breaks down and you get fired. Like, most kids, their childhood is just robbed, and that's not fair to them. It's
yeah,
not. It's not their fault. It's their parents' fault.
and
And
that's the
and, and
truth.
and it's sad, because then there's nobody there for them. Like, their childhood is literally robbed.
Yeah, and that's actually where, and a lot of people don't want to admit that they want to. And I get it. You got to hold these kids accountable. There's consequences, but we need to remember why it's happening and where. You know what I mean? Like
Like,
it's
why are these kids depressed? Well, look at their parents. I'd be depressed too if these knuckleheads were raising me.
yeah,
If I had a
most
mom getting high and dating this guy and that guy and my dad left me, I'd be a depressed teenager too. And
yeah
we have, they don't take all that into consideration.
most kids don't just start committing crime or doing all that bullshit out of the blue for no reason. You can usually link it to something. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say that you don't get to excuse them for that, but there should be some empathy in that. You should be like, "Fuck, this is a broken kid." And
Hmm.
when someone's broken, or something is broken, you try to fix it. You know what I mean? If it's valuable to you, if you care about it, if it's important, you fix it. You don't throw it away. And every kid is valuable, and so that should be the number one. I don't know what to call it. That should be the number one thing of the justice system for juveniles. You know what I mean? Like, how do we fix these kids? What is it that we can do to ensure that these kids don't continue this path and grow up to do something worse? Because they will. You know what I mean? Like, and it's unfortunate, but that's true. But it's from something. There's something broken inside of them, and usually when something's broken, it can be fixed. We just got to take the time to do it. You know what I mean? There's a cause. There's definitely a cause, and it sucks that a lot of people don't even want to take the time. They just want to put them all in facilities, and you know and, I think people just get frustrated and get tired of it happening, but it's going to continue to happen when you have parents like most of these kids have. If you got a family home like that, you can't expect the kids to come out great, you know what I mean, and mentally healthy and all that. I mean, do some make it? Of course. There's always going to be the outliers there's always going to be the ones where they overcame all that, but not everybody is that strong. And that's what we need to remember. Just because some did it and some can do it doesn't mean all can and all will.
Yeah.
So we can't hold them to those standards. Yeah, it sucks, man.
I'll be right back.
Orale. Todd McDonald said it's just them not having the right guidance. That's all. Like you said, they know right from wrong. Yup, yup. Yeah, they do know right from wrong, but obviously, yeah, like you said, um, they need that guidance, and maybe I think too much of myself when I say my answer to it
Okay.
is getting the truth to them. That may not even be it. I may be full of shit. You know what I'm saying? I just feel that's what may have worked with me. So I think, well, let's try this shit. If if I wouldn't have thought that these vatos were legends, like people like to call them, or that these vatos weren't bigger than life, or that this wasn't the clique to be a part of because or the cause. If I wouldn't have thought all that as a kid, then I may have still ended up in prison, but I definitely wouldn't have aspired to be that. And I think that's the problem. And it continues. Watch YouTube right now. Watch it. These dudes that are not even part of those cliques anymore are still talking about these dudes as legends, calling them legends, or saying, this one was with the business, man. He huge, man. He bought that life. All that recruitment talk. You know what I'm saying? Like it's it's uh it's detrimental to these kids. It just
Well,
is.
the kids can't look up to their parents, and then they can't look up to most people on the street, or people in their neighborhood.
No.
So it's like they're a lost cause either way. They can't win either way, which is really sad.
Yeah.
Which is really sad.
Yeah. And I just think that those of us that can have a responsibility to tell them what it really is about and what it really is. You know what I mean? That's it. It's not everybody's job to do it, but I think it needs to be done. So,
Get
Charles,
to some of the comments.
yeah, I'm going. My niece realized that 2.5 years was about to reach her door, and she finally woke the fuck up. Sometimes what it takes. Burkina said over a century for 2 armed robberies, and yet child abusers get less than a decade or even probation. What the fuck? Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I used to think about that type of shit all the time. Dudes would get manslaughter 5 years. I got 6.5 for armed robbery where nobody was hurt. And I'd be like, how is that? You know what I mean? It was just crazy that some of the shit that, but it, I don't know. It's weird. The whole justice system, I think, is fucking needs revamping in a way where it's almost like it needs to be where people don't touch it. It needs to be automatic. But then I'm sure then there'll be problems there too. Who knows? CA said, God is always greater. Francisco VP said, I wasn't going to celebrate Thanksgiving with my mom in the hospital, but my nieces and nephews nominated me to carve the turkey and to say grace, so I spent a little bit of time with them. That was cool. Yeah, it's good, bro.
Oh, that's nice.
You had to get your mind off it too, brother. That's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure your jefita would want you to
Celebrated and been happy.
enjoy yourself. Yeah, for sure. CA put 100 fire heart hang loose. Road P said that was a good choice for you, Francisco. I'm sure you made their day. Sergio said mental demons are sometimes too powerful no matter what you're at or who's around. That's for sure. Yeah. Yeah. CA put the anchor. Krusty said eso. CA put 100. Burqueño said CA couldn't have said it better myself, bro. Ray Diaz said, just tapping in cricket a little late. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving, you and your son and the whole family, and White Fence, you too.
Oh, me too. Thank you, Ray.
Burqueño said, justice is supposed to be blind and no two sides come out with what they want. Yet both should get what they deserve. That is true justice. Yeah. And they say that, you know what I mean? When both sides feel like they're fucked, that's when you know the right decision was was made, you know what I mean? Or it was the best deal. And again, I'm not one to say that there should be no consequences to to people's actions, but I also think that kids can't necessarily be held accountable to the degree that adults do. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there needs to be some discipline there and some accountability, but definitely not to the degree that like if I was to go out right now and kill somebody or commit a crime knowingly, I should get way more time than a 16-year-old that does the exact same thing because I definitely know better. I can't say that I don't. I can't use my mom as an excuse. I can't use a bad life as an excuse. I'm I'm grown now. That shit's done. But as a 16-year-old, that's a whole different story and there's no way that there should be any kind of, you know, that mine and his sentences should be anywhere near the same. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, that's not how the system works for whatever reason. It's crazy. Porqueños, and
Yeah,
unfortunately,
and you couldn't blame it on me
you're the
because
only one.
I gave you the best life ever when you got out. So you can't go and do crimes and blame it on me now. I mean, back then you as a child you blamed it on your family, but now you have nothing to blame it on but yourself because you have a happy home now. So
I don't know why we let this woman talk, guys. We vote. Porqueño said, unfortunately, justice in America is biased. LA Dodgers Blue, what's up, homeboy? He said, hey, hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving and also white fence at Chronicles family.
well, yeah, we
Absolutely.
did. We had a great
I get
Thanksgiving.
you, bro. Farmeros, órale, B23 familia. I send mine in full to everyone, even those who oppose our unity and our dashing good looks. It's not our fault we age like fine wine. I'll be listening, still stuck at work.
Okay, you listen while you're at work. Okay, you do that.
You will.
Sorry
That's what
about
I'm talking about. Damien said, I can remember when in prison the holidays were days spent making cakes from commissary, cookies, and other items. I once made a 25 rack cake. It fed jingles. On those days, now what? On those days, something different we were cool. No, on those days, damn it. Now different we were. I don't know what those were supposed to. Damn it.
Well,
Krusty
you
said,
just made cookies and cakes in prison?
yeah, well, dudes, what they usually do is get like honey buns and Snickers and all that, and then they'll smash it all together and make cakes and you know what I mean, like different stuff, like just get different ingredients like that and put it together.
Mm.
La Puffy said, finally I catch a live. Crusted fam. You will. Ray Diaz said, Crusted, how is your soup? You made your shrimp soup. Man, it looks so good. I wanted a bowl. I hope it was good, brother. It looked good. Did you see it, babe? The when he made his shrimp soup?
A little bit. I was in and out. I was in and out. But I did have, my phone on. I could hear you talking.
You know, last night he came on at 2 in the morning.
Oh, after hours. Okay.
I fell asleep, you know that, because you tried to take, and then I woke up at 4 o'clock, and it was a little bit after 4, and he was on, and I seen it said 2 a.m. or something like that. I was like, this fool crazy. It was like 4:30 my time.
I was
Krusty
out
said,
last
"Hey,
night.
Buffy, Ray, it was bomb." He said. Buffy said, "Krusty, you should try shrimp albondigas. I make that. See, I don't like seafood. I can't fuck with shrimp." Krusty said, "Wow, sí, he said, mi vida loca." Yeah, mi vida loca. That was some dumb shit, wasn't it? That
Oh,
damn.
he's already out of here anyway. I blocked him.
Oh, it is? Why? What happened? Started going on that.
I just did. No time for all that stuff.
Mm.
I know you usually don't, but it's just not today.
Crusted, it looked really good, said Ray Diaz. The crusted joint said it was. Kiki G said, what's good, gente? Geronimo said, Ty, I worked on many adoptions and the special circumstances with each one being different and beautiful.
Yeah.
Sergio said, hey, Kiki G, You won't. Geronimo said, wow, hermano cricket, peace be upon your spirit. Thank you. You too. Kiki G
Yeah.
said, what's cracking, Serge? Roe P said, D23, the best anti-aging method is having a positive attitude, a sunny personality, and a genuine smile. That's what we're all about. Don't be haters, B23.
Get it, Ro P. Look at ooh. Hey, don't sleep on Ro P because she is not for play. She comes out. She needs to.
Well, yeah, but you're
Just
right
saying.
about that. It is having a positive attitude. That's the anti-aging. That's why I look like I do.
Oh Lord.
What?
Nothing.
Rope piece of good words, cricket. Gracias. Saludos, Rope P, and you are right, said the Krusty. G. Enos said, hey, what's the story of Willow in 2004? What Willow, bro? You talking about from Cofelds? That what you talking about? Rope P said, saludos, Krusty, and gracias. Geronimo said, presence of a dangerous weapon will add 3.5. Right quick like hermano cricket. Yeah, I know. And what's crazy is, I mean, I see that those are the type of laws that I think are wrong. Um, I don't think that anything should be mandatory, that anything should be enhancements. I think the judge should have, I don't even like guidelines, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think the judge, if they're truly, if but they have to be up there and be really, uh, like they can't rule with feelings, bro, and that's gonna always be the hard part. It's because they're human beings, and I think that that's gonna be the part that um, that always makes the justice system uh, not work exactly like we think it should. I think judges are gonna rule with feelings sometimes, and I think that's wrong. La Victoria, Willow from La Victoria. I don't know Willow from La Victoria, bro. Oh, wait a minute. You talking about from You talking about Jerry Contreras? You talking about the old man from the Vieja? That's the only Willow from La Victoria I know. He has a brother named was Diablo, Tommy Contreras. Um, but yeah. Anyway, but I don't know anything about what happened. If that's who you're talking about, I don't know what. Tom's in the house.
Tom, the way he came in.
He said, "What
Hey
comes after
Tom.
Jeffrey Dahmer?" What's up, Tom? How you doing, brother?
Hey Tom.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just really think that there needs to be a whole revamp of the at least juvenile justice system. The way it is now is just after they started doing. I remember when I first got locked up, like when I went to Adobe Mountain, people were actually like there was juveniles for armed robbery, for murder, all that shit up there. They didn't do the whole transfer to adult court easily. It was I mean, you had to really do some heinous shit, and then the courts would, you'd have your hearings and stuff. But around 95, 96, they even passed like mandatory laws of, transfer laws where they were gonna start transferring juvenile kids, to adult court based on certain crimes and stuff, and there wasn't even a hearing anymore. It was automatic transfer. Um, it just it got to the point, and people got frustrated. I think with juvenile crime and all the gang banging that was going around, in the '90s, and all the violence and stuff. So they kind of just gave up and was like, man, just put these kids in adult court. But that didn't work. If anything, I think that made it worse. These kids, for the most part, you know, got out or were getting out, and I think it made it. You just destroyed a whole generation basically, and made a bunch of kids worthless because then it was, and I was one of them. In and out of prison, committing multiple crimes, getting worse and worse up to you start small and all the way up to homicide, and I think that a lot of that was the justice system's fault. You know what I mean? Obviously, we're responsible for our own actions, but you when you grow up in a violent society like prison is with these adults, and it's a whole different world with a whole different set of rules, and then you expect these kids to go on the street, get out when that's all they know, and do something different with their life. It's not going to happen, you know. And I think people need to smarten up to that fact. But on top of all, I just think that we as a society need to step in with these kids and really start trying to help them where they're not being helped. They got parents and stuff that don't give a fuck. That's just the truth. The parents just letting them run around the streets, and it's crazy when a kid commits a crime or does something that they shouldn't do, and the parents are yelling at the people that tell their kids, you know what I mean, like, you shouldn't be doing that. And they're like, don't be talking to my kid. What the fuck's wrong with you? Like, it's no, like, you should be yelling at your kid. And just parents just, I don't know, there's those that just don't know how to parent, I guess. And I'm not no fucking parent of the year, but I mean,
Okay, but I was, and all I could say is don't have a human being if you're not really ready for that responsibility. And if you can't take care of that responsibility, please give it to a family member that will help you and let you get on your feet. That'll be there, or there's adoption, like Ty's story. I mean, there's other things. Don't let your kids suffer because you're not ready.
yeah.
You have to be ready the moment you have a child. You had a human being that you just put in this world. You have to be ready. And that's your responsibility. And it's sad to let the streets raise your kids. It just is. And a lot of these parents are just selfish. They're about themselves. They don't care. And we're not going to get through most of them, but that's why we're here helping and doing what we can, because some of them are just, they're gone. There's no talking to them at all.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
sucks, man. But I don't know. I hope that we can make that impact. I hope that we can start. I know it's a huge endeavor, but I hope that we can at least get the message out, and that people will start doing doing their best to send the right message to these kids. If you've done time, if you've been in prison, talk to these kids that if you have nephews, nieces, your own kids, or just neighborhood youngsters that look up to you because of whatever reason. Don't be stupid. Don't be a fucking. Don't try to look hard to these kids, man. Don't be a fucking predator. Show these kids the right way. Tell them what prison is really like. Don't go in. Don't act like we're the hardest motherfucker in the world and we're able to, but other people are getting fucked up and all that bullshit. Just tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? Talk about those nights when you were lonely as fuck and your eyes watered. You know what I mean? Like, talk about whatever you lost for being in there. Talk about, and most of all, talk about the backstabbing and all that bullshit of these cliques. Nobody wants to talk about it out loud. I get it. No one's gonna come out and put their name on that. It is what it is. But as an individual, you can go to these neighborhoods and you can talk to these kids and be like, man, these dudes are not what you think they are. They're not gonna, you joining these vatos is not like joining a family. This is not a carnalismo. These are not legends. And I hate the fact that people that should and do know better still use that type of lingo. That those words, that word especially, legend, I think is so irresponsible for somebody to use. Um, there's no excuse for it, and I've heard the excuse that some have given, and it doesn't even make sense.
They're full
Beyond
of poop. They are.
that, there's others that have, you know, spoken about wanting to spread the message about prison and help kids, and yet when they speak about some of that stuff, they still talk about the older ones as legends. They'll say it straight up, the legend, or they'll say, he was a real one, or things like that. And those words are just those are the trigger words, I think, for these kids. Those are the words that get these kids really being like, man, I want to, anybody would want to be talked about that way. But it'd be cool to be talked about that way. But if it was true, and the thing is, in this case, these vatos, they're not legends. They're not that. Think about it. Think of the shit they've done. Think of who they are. Think of most of them are dope fiends. Got busted, went to the pinta, and okay, now they put in some work, but what? That doesn't do anything. That doesn't. You don't. You're not. You're not. You don't gain anything by becoming one of those people. Like it's like, I don't know, man. It's so hard to explain, but the the thing that most people need to know is, in the end, I know everybody likes to get on here and be like, oh, so you're a dropout, or oh, fuck that dude, he's a dropout, or he's, whatever, the all that stuff. In the end, everybody will be a dropout. Everybody. Motherfuckers that ain't even part of the clica are being called dropouts just because you're not willing to put in their work, or their do their dirty work. And it's just a sad existence. It really is. There's no future in it. It doesn't bring anything. You don't gain anything. You lose everything. But these kids don't know that. They're still looking up to it, thinking that this is some kind of elite, legendary family that's for some kind of cause. No one can even name this cause. It's sad, man. It's sad that these kids are on that path based on words that we use. And, I've used them. I grew up that way. But that's why I think that we have to be responsible, acknowledge it, and stop, you know? Rope said, buenas noches, my young, positive, beautiful D23 girl.
Oh, thank you, Ropi. Good night. I hope you have a great night. And it was nice seeing you in here. I know you're super busy, so it's always a pleasure to have you on when you do come in, my friend. So have a good night. Be safe. And we'll talk soon.
Lori Wilson said, "Hello, guys. I've been missing all your lives. What's up, Lori?
Oh, Lori's back too.
It's been a
Hey,
minute. How you doing?
Lori.
Hopefully everything's been okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're missing it for a good reason.
I know we come on late though too. We come on late and then it's the holidays. I know people are gonna be busy
Yeah.
with their family, with their kids. Hey, life happens, you know?
Ropi said, oh, and also buenas noches to the fine as wine B23. See? That's what I'm
Right.
talking about. Appreciate that.
She's being nice because it's the holidays, you know. So
Uh-huh. Urqueño said, Lori, what's up? Sergio said, Ropi, I'm more of an opal can of malt liquor that's been left in the sun for a few days.
oh my
Open? And he said, oh, an open can, not an opal. An open can of malt liquor that's been left in the sun for a few days.
oh no.
Pinche Sergio. That's not true. You'll B23 or fool. Geronimo said, hola, Lori. Season's greetings. Lori says, season's greetings back to you. Hope everybody had an awesome Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. I hope you did too.
Tom said, it's like this. The only thing you don't lose when you go to prison is your virginity. You lose everything else, though.
That's true though.
Some
That's
motherfuckers
true.
lose their virginity too, bro. Some of them ones that they're the ones that are woke. Motherfuckers in prison were woke before woke was woke.
Oh Lord, not the woke.
Yeah, burrs. Burqueño says Sergio fermenting. Sergio said rotting. Gerardo said, Tom D, excellent commentary. It's readily apparent that you are a genius, hermano, no joke. In marketing classes, it's absolutely mandatory to establish your target audience and go from there.
Yeah.
Geronimo said, thank you, brother. He put the Gmail también. Lori Wilson said, everything's okay. Just work starts at 6, so I get up at 5. Have to go to bed early. Old age, you know. No, I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
know. I know.
I'm sure I'll get there.
Okay, you know, because sometimes when you're on super late, you're sleeping it off all day the next morning. Don't act.
That's just,
Don't know. Don't act like you don't know. You know.
just gotta keep my beauty sleep.
Oh Lord. But I know that we've been coming on late too, Lord. So I know that.
Krusty said, drop out. My A. Grillo found his true self as a good person, a good man now. My respects to my brother. Appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. But I know that, some people feel that way, and I get it. Like I said, I had that mentality so I can understand it. I'm going to be one of the most understandable motherfuckers there because I've been through it all. I get where the mentality comes from. But I also know that most of these motherfuckers are going to be in my shoes soon. And they're gonna be like me and kind of like I regret and feel stupid about some of the ways that I acted and I spoke to people that are now like in my shoes. You know what I'm saying? And but it's just part of that cycle. It is what it is, and there's no getting past it. You just got to go through it, and most will. You know what I mean? Most will for sure. Tom said, "Hey, for real, with this new generation, I bet gonna be gay shot gonna be accepted in the joint soon, if not already. Oh, gay shit, gonna be accepted in the joint soon. Like they,
Probably.
like they just gonna let them walk around, get down. Yeah. Oh, are you talking about from the Pintos? Yeah,
I
yeah.
just
I can
for
see that.
me for me it's really hard to it's really hard for me to hear people say, "Oh, this guy's a legend, that guy's a legend." Okay, well, this guy isn't a legend. He tried to kill he tried to kill me while I just had a baby, and my man was going to death row. So, excuse me if I get a little razzle dazzled when somebody calls that man a legend. You know what I mean? Especially me, who was never a gang member, never in or out of prison, never just, just straight life. So when I hear other people calling them legends, it's just kind of like, I don't think so. It gets me a little upset because legends they weren't, and I'm talking, especially to the members of the organization of the Mexican Mafia. So
Yeah.
sorry, I don't see you guys as that. I actually see you guys as kind of like dropouts. You dropped out of your own real family and decided to give your whole life to prison instead of being out here on the streets with your kids and your mom and your brothers and your sisters. You gave up your whole life for a group of men that eventually one day is going to turn on you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And unfortunately, I think it goes back to because not enough people um, speak the truth about it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I think it's incumbent on us to spread the message, and it's hard because again, I know that a lot of people don't want to speak against some of those clicas because of the consequences of doing so. So I wouldn't expect anybody to do it the way I'm doing it. But if you have nephews, if you have kids, if you have that type of, then you definitely you're duty bound to tell them the truth. And only if you believe it. I mean, if you don't think that what I'm saying is true, if those of you that have been there, done that, didn't see exactly what I saw, then obviously you're not going to believe what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to, it's not going to affect you the way I'm saying it. But I'm surely going to keep talking about it. And I can give many, many um, incidences where the backstabbing happened, where this so-called carnales um, turned on each other beyond just my case. Some people may say that I'm doing this only because I'm bitter about what happened to me, and although I'm human, that's part of it. I could it's definitely true. I'm also doing it because it happens to everybody. It's not just me, and that's why I'm like, fuck, man. How didn't I see that? Why didn't I know that? As you know what I mean? As a kid growing up, being a trying to become a part of it. How come I didn't know some of these stories that I know now? Like, yes, I used to hear, hey, this carnal got killed, that carnal got, like you would always hear that a bunch of them were getting whacked. But as a kid, you don't sit there and think, damn, why is it only them getting whacked? Like there's not, what I mean? There's like a lot of cannibalism going on. You don't think of that question as a kid, but you just hear the stories like this one got whacked because he walked away. He didn't want to play ball anymore. That one got whacked because he stole feria. This one got whacked because he messed around with this other dude's girl. This one, there was always a reason. But then once you're really in the mix and you start seeing what these reasons are, and you actually start seeing the real reasons and then the cover-ups, you know what I mean, what everybody else hears. And it's always some backstabbing ass bullshit, you know what I mean? It's always some jealousy. It's always about feria or it's either feria or power or that like that type of shit. It's the crabs in the bucket trying to pull each other down to come up. And I don't think that that's talked about enough. And then when you got dudes that are telling people, you know, that these vatos are legends, or these are the real ones, I think that I think these dudes need to be shut the fuck down, to be honest with you. I don't think that they should have, if they're not going to be responsible with their platforms, I think they need to stop. Talk about something else. I'm not saying, don't get, everybody deserves a livelihood. Get yours, but please don't speak on this topic if you're not going to speak the truth as you know it. If you were there, you know it. And to use words like that, like these are the elites and all this bullshit, it don't make sense.
Well, and you know what, babe, I don't mean to cut you off, but okay, this guy is an elite member and he's doing life because he's down, right? He's the baddest of them all. He's not a dropout. He's not this, he's not that, but he left kids out here on the street. So who's raising his kids now? Now his kids are going to go through some things. Hopefully not. Hopefully those kids don't grow up depressed and lonely. And there's so many kids nowadays that are depressed because they don't have that foundation of a mother and a father in the household. They just don't.
Yeah.
I could never imagine myself feeling suicidal at 12 years old. I couldn't, because I did have the best childhood and youth and all that. And that's what every child deserves. I know we joke on here and, we say, oh, Joanne, you have the perfect parents. Like, but why wouldn't other people want perfect parents for their kids? You know what I mean? Or at least a perfect parent, at least if the parents can't be together.
Yeah.
No child should feel suicidal at such a young age like that. There's something wrong.
Yeah.
And it's, starting from in there. And a lot of these elite legend members that are gone forever or locked down, they leave a lot of children behind.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
think,
and it's
and a lot of the problem is, like I said, is people forget what the word elite and legend and hero and all that actually means. I think it's overused, and it's burnt out. Like, truly think of the word. Like, do you really believe that somebody that, because they killed somebody and what, ended up in prison, and because a bunch of other fools accepted him and he joined something that you're not a part of, that makes him a legend? I mean, I'll tell you right now, I know for the most part, becoming a carnal is a favoritism thing. It's not like a Navy SEAL where you go through this training and you could get washed out if you don't make it. No, it's you ended up next door to this other fool, and he took a liking to you and started writing you and speaking up for you, and then you started running around the yards putting in work, which is very easy to do. Like, it's not tough to run around with two or three other dudes and stab somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're going into combat one on one, shank to shank. It's always two or three dudes shanking up one other motherfucker. Like, these are elite actions. These are, I mean, and then to kill somebody, I mean, we all have seen 12-year-olds on the news that have done that. So are they elite? Are they heroes? Are they legends too? I mean, I just want to know what the definition, where the definition, how it defines them, these dudes specifically. A cardinal, what makes him a legend specifically? Is it just the fact that he's a cardinal? I mean, that's it. That's all you have to do. I mean, you don't have. There's no actions that make that word true, and and I think that that's the problem. People don't. They don't watch their fucking mouth. They just speak, thinking that by saying this shit, somehow they sound cool too, or whatever the fuck they're trying to do. And and it's at the cost of youngsters. I'm not going to say kids because we're not talking about 9-year-olds, but youngsters that are, think about it, 16, 17 already gangbanging, and you're telling them that they could be a legend. They could be part of this elite group, the Navy SEALs of prison, the fucking bright, the Green Berets of the joint. They could be part of that. If only they joined, if they join, they will be elite as well. They will be legends as well. Come on, get the fuck out of here. That's so stupid. People need to start calling out that bullshit.
Yeah.
Let me read real quick. Lorena said, hello, Cricket and White Fence, new member tapping in. I'm from Northern Cali and Krusty's channel. Much love and respects. Appreciate everything you do. Keep up the good work.
Oh, hello.
Gracias.
Northern Cali? I know Northern California.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
What do you know about California?
On my ancestry DNA, it shows that that's where they travel. Okay. See, this is what we're not going to do because I've already shown you. And so, all right. Well, anyways, hello, welcome.
Anyone new to
Welcome.
the channel? My girl thinks she's from everywhere.
I am from everywhere. So I'm sixth generation. And my bloodline shows that I actually went through California and then um, there's, on my ancestry like dots in Albuquerque and Arizona. So I'm a little, my family's from everywhere.
You ain't got no dots in Albuquerque.
Yes, I do, and I showed you the other day.
Krusty said, get down, Lorena. Sergio said,
But anyways,
welcome.
hello, thank you for that.
User 1 said, did you guys see Mr. 2? Nah, we don't give a fuck about that, bro. Sergio said, oh yeah. Hola, Lorena, said Geronimo. Burqueño said, Lorena. Damien said, buenas noches a todos. I'll call you mañana or Monday, brother. Love and respect to all the chronicleros y burqueños y white fence también.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Ya. User 1 says, Pensa, ya sabes, bro. Sergio said, no worries. Lori Wilson said, preach, baby girl. They took the easy way out.
They did, Lori. It's us out here that are legends that are look at Lori getting up at, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning to go to work. And, everybody in here that's a good grandfather, a good grandmother, a good brother, sister, just out here working, being the best human being that they can be. Like, this is where the work is at. Not putting in work for some old guy on drugs, just saying.
Well, I wouldn't say they're all old guys on drugs, but
Majority.
yeah, they're still putting in work for another guy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know old
Oh, that's why you corrected me. Oh, okay.
guy. What?
you're you're stupid, bro. No,
Saying.
you're
Let
a
it
fool.
thank you, everybody. Travis Drury said, and actually wanted to get locked up so you could prove you could hold your mud and come home a hero. Yeah. So I'm
Hmm.
saying our mentality is it's backwards, bro, when it comes to it. And what's upsetting now is like you'll get civilians, and when I say I just mean like people that have never been in prison, never done anything, and somehow they have an opinion on rats or on dropouts or on whatever, right? And it's like you'll see like single mothers like on TikTok talking about how someone told or so, you know what I mean? Like it's gotten to the point where people are trying to mainstream prison politics, and it's stupid. It's not even like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Most people, like, if they stole your car, you would call the cops. In prison, you couldn't do that. Like, if they come and steal all your shit out of your cell, you're just, that's it. It is what it is. You have to conduct your own investigation, try and find out who did. If you do, you got to stab them. Like, there's a whole different world. Nobody knows what it's like to be a prisoner and how to and to go by those rules. but everybody wants to, opine about it. They want to be out here and have some kind of opinion about it, and think that people are weak or not weak or what, like if they know what the fuck they're talking about. And it's gotten to the point where you're mixing prison politics with true life society. And that's even confusing the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like your parent, like you'll get those parents, like a parent, like let's just say me, that been in joint or whatever, and I'm gonna spank my son for telling on his brother because I don't want my son telling. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll get that type of shit, and it's like, what the fuck are you teaching your kids? They like stuff that meant the prison mentality isn't meant for the street, and it's not meant for the people, not for kids, not for families, not for this life. And too many people got that shit confused. No one, it's nobody's business but those that were part of it. Period. That's how it should stay. And I think that it's spread so far that it's really has confused society. Like people really think that this rappers and shit, like that's life, and it's not. Most of these rappers, you look into them, they wouldn't last in the joint. Their papeles ain't clean, but let everybody else tell it, and they're the epitome of what a gangster is and shit. It's just it's ridiculous, and all that needs to stop if we really truly care about these kids and the path that they're on. A lot of these kids are going to end up in prison, dead, or killing somebody, or whatever. Bad shit based on just people's talk, and that's what's fucked up. Like you'll get, I mean, I'll get it here. You get the trolls that come in and, oh, so you're a fucking dropout, and in my mind, yeah, yes, I'm a dropout. What? But in my mind, I'm thinking like, bro, like, who the fuck are you? You're on YouTube writing on my chat. Like, to me, that tells me all I need to know about you. You're not even in prison. If you truly believe that life, then go to prison and live that life. Don't come on my chat and talk about me. I don't believe in that life. So yes, I'm a dropout. I'm scared to death. I'm not never going back to jail. I'm I'm pussy now. I'm done. So you guys could have that life.
Imagine a day without me again, like being gone again, away from me.
Yeah, that's the only thing that makes me want to go back.
Okay, it's not. It's not.
Just a
We
little bit
we could have
sometimes.
had a moment there, but you messed it up.
No, no.
So,
You were coming with some bullshit.
okay,
I had
no,
to shut that shit down.
no, because I can imagine you going back and being away from you again.
Let me see on my bed.
But whatever. Okay, great.
JM said San Jose Sharks 100
I
family.
wouldn't. I wouldn't send you money again this time. Forget that.
I don't need your money. I ain't going back. You go your ass in there and see what happens. It's gonna be tough love. You got nothing coming.
Really?
Geronimo said, Hermano Cricket, you speak with a genuine spirit and authority. It's great to hear you share and offer. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, bro. I'm just talking, bro. I just like to talk.
That
So
you
just,
do.
what's up, JM? Hey, JM, said Krusty. Geronimo said, Travis D. Exactly correct. Sergio said, Lorena Whitefence here likes to talk shit about us folks from Northern California. I live in Pittsburgh via Burque so we can spread this B23 movement.
Okay, first of all, don't tell lies about me, Sergio. I don't talk stuff about anybody. I do say sometimes, like Demo, he's from the Bay, so sometimes I have to, that's not
that's,
all.
that's different.
That's different.
Travis Drew, he said, see funerals on TV and the moms and aunts and whole family is saying stop buying this, but wearing gang colors all over their shirts, all in blue or red. It's crazy how generational it is now. Yeah, It is, bro.
It is.
It's all,
And they're surprised sometimes. Like, I didn't know why little Pookie shot up this house and I know why. You know what I mean? Do I need to point it out? Do I need to point it out? They
yeah,
know why, but they want to blame somebody else. It's no.
yeah. It's definitely generational. And again, like I've seen it. I've seen like moms that are like a normal mom works and shit, but at home is like ghetto as fuck and lets the kid. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
they've allowed that mentality to be part of their life, but they know what's right because they're doing it at work. Like they go to work and act normal. Then they come home and they're yelling their heads off and acting crazy, and the kids acting a fool, and they're not stopping it because to them that's what it's supposed to be. But they obviously know different because they're holding that job. You know what I mean? Like I see it all the time. Like I got a job, and in my work, most of the people there would be surprised if they found out I did time. That's the truth. No one knows about it, and I don't talk about it. I'll get comments here and there, because I got my tattoos, but for the most part, honestly, they would be surprised if they knew because I don't take that shit too. I don't act like that, and so for people to do, there's just a way to behave in society, and there's a way to behave in prison, and the two are not. You can't mix the two. Some people try, and but those are the ones that are, they're just the wannabes, the pretend gangsters, the ones that want to come in here and talk shit to me about my life when they have no idea what it feels like to take a life. You know what I'm saying? Like you have no idea what it feels like to live with that, but you want to come in here and call me a dropout and all the rest of the shit. But if you whack somebody, you would have nightmares at night. And so, you know, their opinion matters. No, it doesn't matter to me. That's why I don't give a fuck. I let them come in. They talk shit. We can debate if we have to, but it means nothing. XLO said, bro, you hit the nail on the head with the whole no snitching rule in a non-prison setting. You jack my bike, I'm calling the popo on your ass. Yeah, I mean, what else could you do? It's not. That's what they're there for, and this is the streets. This ain't the joint. We don't. These rules, those rules are not. You don't live by that out here. You know what I mean? And and nobody else does, and that's the thing. If that dude that jacked your bike, if you were to catch him slipping, get your bike back, and you blasted him, he'd be the first one to tell the cops you're the one that blasted him. He wouldn't keep that shit quiet because he stole your bike, and that's just prison justice. In the joint, most people would. Out here, it won't. So that's what I mean. Like people try to mix the two, and you can't. No one want, no one really wants to live by those prison rules. Trust me. They don't even know what they are. But if they lived a week like that, they would they'd, they'd come right the fuck back to trying to live normal. Travis Joey laughing. Pequeño Sergio said, see, this is that legendary prophecy we were speaking of earlier. Pendejo. Sergio said, laugh my ass off, Pookie. Yeah,
Pookie.
my girl, that's her. She always goes to Pookie.
Pookie Mookie. I don't know.
Pequeño said, damn, bro, did you hear the way she said your name? Sergio.
Yeah, Sergio, because he tries to lie on me sometimes.
Sergio
Don't do
says,
that, Sergio.
She said it like that because she knew I ain't lying, LOL.
Oh no, 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 no! Don't do that.
Porqueño said a lot of little pookies nowadays for real, LOL.
There is.
Sergio said, I know a white guy named nicknamed Pookie, LOL. Yeah.
You would. You would.
Uh, that's crazy. What are you trying to say, babe? Northern Cali? That's why he would?
Okay, well, don't start nothing. Don't do that.
See that, Sergio? Psh, that's what the
Don't
D23s do, bro.
don't psh me. No, no, no. But I don't know. Well, we're coming up on 2.5 hours, and getting kind of late.
Uh-huh.
And
And
we want to tell everybody, we appreciate you guys, and for everybody who's new here, thank you for subscribing and watching us and putting up with us. And I know this guy isn't fun to look at, and he's a little boring at times, but thank you all for being here.
not fun to look at? I believe that. I believe you're wrong about that. I believe I'm very fun to look at.
You think you're fun to look at?
Boring, maybe. Fun to
Huh?
look at? Yeah, I believe I'm fun to look at.
Okay. Well,
But boring? That absolutely. Absolutely, I'm boring. That I can agree with. Because I don't
okay.
do all the
Well, sometimes you got a stupid little face, and it just is what it is. It's okay.
stupid little face.
Yeah. Sometimes. I mean, I like it. I like it personally, but some people might not. So. Oh, gosh. Stop.
Look at that. I took that last week at the pizza place.
Oh, my God.
Huh?
You look like you just got here from Tijuana.
This picture was from last week. And then this is the one you took when I went to visit last year,
No,
babe.
it wasn't. No, don't do that. No.
They took this picture right before I got out.
Oh, my God. Lies.
Ah, shit. That's what I'm talking about. Then look at chilling at the beach. That's me and my boy. Yo, look at him, stupid little face.
Oh, those are not his best years.
He's funny.
That's funny.
He probably knows my. She assumed he was was of a different ethnicity. Said Sergio.
What?
Sergio talking shit. Porqueño said he probably knows my homeboy Wessel.
Oh,
Uh, Sergio said
oh.
LOL. Krusty said, oh boy.
They're
Porqueño
crazy,
laughed.
Kristen.
Sergio going to sleep. Francisco said, LOL, put your favorite picture up. I did.
Well, don't encourage him, BP. Don't do that.
LA Dodgers Blue said, B23. Sergio said the last picture was taken in Burke. Yep.
It wasn't. It wasn't. I promise you it wasn't.
LA Dodgers said Porqueño. Órale, LA Dodgers Blue said Krusty. Okay, brother, I'm headed for bed, said Francisco. Yeah, we shutting it down too.
Yeah.
Uh, we're gonna close it now. I've been boring enough. This was a too much
It was a
too
little deep. It was a little deep in here tonight, which it's okay.
yeah, a little too boring tonight. Tomorrow I'll come on and I'll sing and dance and do the cha na 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 na.
Oh, don't do that.
How does he do it?
I don't know, but if you do, I will leave you. So we're not gonna do that.
I can't dance.
No.
Ooh, I know how I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do like Krusty though.
You can't
Krusty,
you can't out dance Krusty.
I can do shit. Krusty, you want to do a dance off?
Oh my God.
You don't want to do a dance off.
You don't know how to dance. Oh,
You
stop.
see that?
I'm leaving you right now. You
Did you see
picked
that
me
shit?
up.
Huh?
What was that? Oh, your soul left your body and you're pulling it back in? What are you doing?
I don't know. Don't they dance like that?
No, who?
I don't know.
Who? People where?
I don't know. Hopefully,
In your rancho? I
when
don't
they did,
know. In your
when they did,
pueblo? No.
when they did the Vogue.
Oh, babe, stop.
Huh?
Stop. I can't, I
No?
can't stop it. No, stop. Oh, Lord, help this guy.
On an LA Dodgers Blues across 8P said, just listening, everyone ironing my little brother's clothes for mañana, letting Giovanna have a good night tonight.
Oh, well, you know what? Thank you. Thank you, AP, for that. Thank you. You
It's a
know,
good live tonight. Sergio said, or was it taken in Northern Cali where all your family's from? Yeah,
but no, it wasn't. It wasn't.
yeah. That is where all my family, right there
It's
in Boca,
not. It's
Albuquerque.
not. It's not. Don't. Don't.
I got family in Frisco.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
You know I do.
No, you don't. In San Diego, that's it.
And Frisco.
No, you have like two little people in San Diego, which doesn't even count.
Two little people.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people.
and you don't even know them like that.
Well, because I
That's why
wasn't
you don't. That's
they're
why you
still
don't count.
they're still family.
Like you don't know them. You can't call them up and say, "Hey, I'm coming over."
I know them from when we were little,
Okay, but you don't know them
and I could call
anymore.
them up and say I'm coming if I want. I just had to call my mom first.
Oh, see what I mean? Oh, here we go.
One of them's baseball something or other.
Okay, well,
We're getting us a good life tonight. Sergio said, or was it taken in Northern Cali where all your family's from? But all we know, what's understood ain't gotta be explained, said AP. Turquillo said, peace, damn, I gotta get ready to get on, said Krusty. Yup.
yeah.
Francisco said, MC Cricket. Sábado Gigante with Crust. LA Dodgers Blue said, Mr. Krusty. That I want to see, said Burqueño. Let's do it, LOL, he says. Crust. Sergio said, call 911. He's having a seizure. Pinche pendejo. Fuck you. Francisco says, sounds like that old story where she started packing her stuff, putting it all on the bed just to hang it back. Oh, yeah, she was faking, bro.
Okay, well, no, I wasn't faking that one, VP. I wish you were there to really see it. I was in my mind mentally, I was already gone. I'm done. This is it.
None of them believe that.
And
You're,
I was
you're,
just grabbing my stuff ready to head out.
you're doing one little fucking piece of clothes at a
Because
time.
that's how I pack. I don't know how you pack. I don't know how everybody else packs, but that's how I pack my stuff. I like it to be nice and neat and
I
you
showed you how
know.
I packed, right? That same night.
Okay, well. Uh,
Uh,
okay.
Gita said, who you calling goofy thoughts, Giovanna? India Maria? I'm gonna put you back in chanclas making tortillas a mano.
Oh, oh, you.
Ah, what's up, Gita? Email me
Oh,
back, fool. I emailed
what
you already. You made
did
me
I
feel
say?
better here,
Goofy?
fool. Huh?
Did I? I didn't call him Goofy, did I?
I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
Oh, I probably did. I'm not
36,
gonna lie. I probably did.
break out the cardboard, boy. We got a battle. Yeah, watch. I'm gonna record this. It's on now.
Babe, you're not gonna win. Stop.
You don't know what I'm gonna do.
Stop it.
I can dance.
Babe, you can't dance.
Pequeño laughing. Krusty said 80s for the first hour and some change, then we can open it up to other songs. Chita said, you thought I didn't hear you talking el smacko?
When she thought tell
EJG
me
said, man,
when.
made a whole live. Were you here the whole time, brother? Vale.
Okay,
Say, Cricket,
JG.
stop having a stupid little face, okay? Right? That's the woman I love right there, bro, saying that about me.
But just because you have a stabile face doesn't mean I don't love the crap out of you, because I do.
The
Well,
crap.
I don't want to say.
The shit.
Hey, there you go.
Ty 602 said Burke 2-3. Burqueño said 2-3. Sergio put out the dance moves. Yup. Beat 2. Beat 2-3, said Krusty. Burqueño said 4-5-6. Yeah, I'm gonna do it, watch. LA
Looking like
Dodgers
it.
Blue said cricket has a lot of family in Burke, New Mexico. B23. Yes, I do.
Okay, well,
They're right there in the war zone.
oh my goodness.
Francisco said, I told you when people born on that month are a little bit crazy or a lot of big crazy. Yeah, I know. September.
First of all, did you guys know that September is the most popular month to be born in? Just saying. The least popular month to be born in is February.
Hmm. Yep, I know. You, my mom.
And see, I was born on the 1st, so I think that counts for something.
Counts for nothing.
And don't ever do that again, okay?
Do what?
What you just did. Don't ever do that again.
What did I do?
You know what you did, and I don't want to repeat it because I don't want to look bad, so don't do that again.
About you and my mom being
Oh,
in the
here
same
we go. This guy.
birthday month? You guys are both what? What is their little sign?
Virgos.
Yeah, you guys are both Virgos. I could see that.
Both Virgos, but, have different thoughts about raising a child, so I'm going to leave it at that. So stop it because I don't want to go there.
LA
I don't
Dodgers
want to go
Blues.
there.
Oh, I already read that. I told you when people were born. Yep. Guys, good night to all, said Burqueño. He said, peace, guys. Trucha, you'll throw your back out, said Sergio. Have
You
a good
will.
night, everyone. Watch out, Burqueño says September here. Okay, bye. Oh, he's of September too.
See? Told you.
Alright, pues, I'm going to shut this shit down. Appreciate everybody that's here. Thank you for engaging, for listening, for dialoguing if you did. For those that are just quiet in the back of the room, I see you.
Oh, you
I,
see them? I
I
see
see
you.
you. I
We
see
see.
you.
No, but for real, good night, everybody. I hope you guys had a good holiday weekend. Again, I know that we laugh and joke and we do what we do here, but seriously, I really am grateful this Thanksgiving. I really am grateful and thankful to have met um, a lot of you on here and able to really say, these are my friends, and I think great things are going to come in this next month. And I just want to say thank you for riding along with us on this, dream that we have. You're making it come true. I
Uh-huh.
appreciate that.
Yep. Appreciate it. That's
Okay,
it.
put the pie down for a second.
That's it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. See you guys tomorrow.
Stupid, I swear.
Fucking bye, fool.
My God.
Chris said, peace, peeps. Hey, white fence, kick down your family's address out here, said Sergio.
Do you want me to?
Francisco said, good night, everyone. Geronimo said, Francisco VP, good night, hermano. Francisco said, Geronimo igualmente. And remember, for those that pray, please keep Francisco's Evita on your prayers. For those that just think, please keep her in your thoughts.
For sure. For sure.
Have a good night, cricket and white fins. Sergio
Good
said,
night.
yeah, just like your paperwork.
Okay, well. Okay.
Órale pues, ya nos vamos. Hasta
Well, not
mañana.
tonight, Sergio, but tomorrow I have time. So
Buenas
we'll
noches.
talk later. Good night, everybody.
A rato.
Click it, cricket.
Letters, oh my God, you two are hilarious. Peace out from the 408. She's the hilarious one.
He tries me sometimes. I don't
So
know why.
just playing. Why'd I try you?
Sometimes you do. You do.
I know.
But, it's all right. I got it.
You ain't got shit.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Like I said.
Okay, keep.
Huh?
Nothing.
That's what I thought. See
No,
that?
that's not what you just. No, I just didn't want to get into it. But if you want to get into it now, we can. So
Let's
go
get
ahead
into
and click
it.
that. Okay, wait. Click this off first, and then we'll get into it.
What am I gonna do? Slap the shit out of you?
You wish. Good night, everybody. I'm out of here.
Francisco said good night, Spock.
Okay, well, Francisco, that's what we're not gonna do. You're
Sergio
not
said
gonna. You're not gonna end it with that.
Sergio said she ain't got her green card. We know that. Which one did you want
Oh,
me into that?
okay, well.
Órale pues. A
Oh,
rato. Ya nos vamos. Serio. Hasta mañana. Everybody have a good
well,
night.
be serious then.
Okay, yeah, serious. Huh?
Nothing.
That's what I thought.
See, if you would have ended it earlier, so you want to put the stupid green card thing up there, but you want to keep talking.
Sergio said serio face. I ain't done that in a while, huh? Here we go. This is my hardcore gangster face. Check it out. I'm a legend.
Oh, oh Lord. Ah, don't do that ever again.
No, that didn't work.
No,
Never mind. I'm back to being pussy. See you guys.
bye. You're a fool.